Hi, Sean Reilly here with Cherry Creek Properties. Hey, thanks for tuning into my December 2013 Metro Denver monthly real estate update. Also kind of coincides with the end of year 2013 update where I will walk you through 5 different counties that I cover in the Metro Denver area, kind of give you an idea of where they were in December 2012 versus where they are December 2013, and then also kind of give you year-to-date statistics for where we were again in 2012, 2013 as well. Again, my name is Sean Reilly. Work with Cherry Creek Properties. I've been a real estate agent here in the Metro Denver area for the last 18 years and have helped a lot of people buy and a lot of people sell homes. So if there's anything that you have a question in regards to that I go over in this video, don't hesitate to give me a call, 303-520-8700. You can also text me on that line as it's my cell phone. If you want to know more about me and how I might be able to help you out in either buying a home or selling a home here in the future, my Denver Real Estate Search.com. Again, Sean Reilly with Cherry Creek Properties. So let's dig into this. Let's see how 2013 turned out for the Metro Denver area real estate market. Like I said before, I do go through 5 counties: Adams, Arapahoe, Denver, Douglas, as well as Jefferson, and I follow how many new listings have been put on the market, how many sold listings, what's the average sales price, and the total days on the market. So from there we can kind of get an idea of where we were and where we're headed, kind of a trend, so to speak. So let's I don't touch too much on the monthly numbers as they can. Ultimately they vary. They're a whole lot more volatile than our year-to-date numbers, but just a couple of things that I want to point out. On the whole, throughout the year, on the monthly side of things, we were looking at some solid positive gains, and not say that we're not anymore, but it's the first teeny little chink in the armor that I'm starting to see here in terms of you got newer listings that had been up throughout the year here in the majority of the counties, save for maybe 1 or 2 instances. But you know, whether we're catching up to where we were last year at this time is just a question that I have in the back of my head. By no stretch do I think anything here is majorly negative. However, we are seeing for the first time in a while some negative numbers here as far as new homes that are going on the market, which ultimately, I mean, if this trend does continue, it could bode well for sales prices, as if we have lower inventory and we still have a strong amount of buyers out there, it's just going to be you know, they're going to have to really push the prices to get into some of these homes. You know, as you can see, like I said, there's some major fluctuations on a monthly basis, up 20% here in Adams County on pricing, down 2%, up 7, up 8, and then, you know, up 13 in Jefferson County. So the majority of that does of the pricing, say for Arapahoe County in the month of December versus last year, you know, we're up. And you know, with that said, I just kind of wanted to throw that out and bring that to your attention on the new listings. Again, not all counties have participated. However, you know, is this going to you know, be going forward into 2014, and we shall ultimately see. Well, let's kind of dig into each county here on a year to date. Obviously right now we've got 12 months of data. The reason that I'm doing this in February is the data, or at least I didn't have access to it for December until early February, and just wanted to put this down for everybody out there. So Adams County, new listings as expected. Like I said, most of them were up the majority of month over month. So they're up 14.1% on new listings on the market. Same with Arapahoe County, up almost 16. Denver up almost 15. Douglas up almost, right about 17, and then Jefferson County up 11%. So that's the big thing that kind of has happened this year. The cat, in essence, is out of the bag here. People finally have realized that, hey, the market is pretty hot, so I can, sell my house. Also, there's a bunch of people who maybe bought in 2007, 2006, and were underwater. That's kind of when it started going downhill. And now all of a sudden the Denver real estate market is healed well enough that they actually are, running a profit, and they don't have to bring money to the closing table, and are able to sell their house. Whereas maybe last year they were getting close, or the year before they were still underwater. Now they were able to get out of it, and either move into an apartment if that was their desire, or most probably to just to purchase another home. So that was good to see. We'll see if that continues here throughout the 2014 year. Another impact was we did have a decent amount of bank inventory. Properties, unfortunately, that had foreclosed and were bought back by the banks also hit the market, which helped prop up some inventory numbers. However, bank-owned properties are still pretty strong in 2012 and 2011, unfortunately, in the darkest of the real estate days here in the Metro Denver area. So going forward, we'll see. Like I said, if we maintain, I think we'll be good. If we do lose, a decent amount of inventory, if there's just only X amount of houses that a bunch of people are looking at, then it is going to help the prices. True to form, a bunch of new listings on the market. We also had a whole bunch of increases in sold listings. So if we look here at Adams County, up 21%, Arapahoe up 19.2, Denver up 13.5, Douglas up 21, and Jefferson up about 17. Again, in my estimation, the reason for this is what I talked to you about on the new listings, the inventory on the market. As a lot more people are able to participate in the market that weren't as underwater as they might have been in 2012. So you've got a whole bunch of new properties that that have come on the market. And the nice thing here with 2013, we had a whole bunch of buyers who were willing to buy those houses. So I think we're definitely on the road to recovery. The market has spoken for itself. The last couple of years, 2.5 years, have been really good here in the Metro Denver area. It's just now, in my estimation, I just don't want the market to get too far in front of itself, and I'll explain that a little bit more as we go through price. Basically, all counties are up on the average sold price. So Adams being up 14.3, Arapahoe up 7.5, Denver's up 11, Douglas County up 8.1, and Jefferson County up 8.5%. So what has happened here, you do have a bunch of new properties on the market, but I think in 2010, 11, even 2012, 2012 it started getting better, but the prior years we were just looking at such low inventory that it was but that was also coupled back then by low amount of buyers, and the perfect storm kind of started hitting last year. As inventory kind of increased, we actually saw a whole lot more viable buyers, and that kind of started us off, got us going, and it's brought us to where we're at. So the one thing that I like it, obviously, being a real estate agent. However, I've also been around in 2007 and, early 2000s when properties were just getting bought up left and right and pricing was going up astronomically, which ultimately resulted in that bubble where we ended up giving a whole lot back in a fairly short order. Denver wasn't hit quite as hard as a whole lot of other metro communities. However, we didn't get out unscathed. So I think we're kind of back, in my estimation of where we had been, maybe '06 in that ballpark, maybe a little bit higher than that. But I just what I'm hoping for is just a little more solidity to the market, meaning that certainly prices can go up, but I just don't see them continue, rising much more, at the 10% or the double-digit rate that a few of these counties have enjoyed here this year. And I think it'll settle much more, down into 5, maybe 5 to 7.5 in that ballpark. As you remember, we were coming off of lows, when the bubble kind of burst there in around '07, '08. Pricing came down, so I think we've healed. Pricing has come back up and is stable. But going forward in 2014, I do see us gaining. It's going to be a factor of interest rates. It'll also be a factor of inventory. If we do have less inventory on the market, then we could push a little bit higher than I think. All these variables have to ultimately come together. I'm just taking my best guess at it. And the other thing too, I think I just touched on it, are interest rates. I mean, if interest rates stay in the same ballpark of where they're at right now, I think we're definitely looking at a very solid market. If they fall again, then again my conservative estimate of 5 to 7.5% may be on the low side. But if they do jump up, so right now we're 4.25 in that ballpark at this point. If they do jump to 5 and then jump again to 5.7, 5.6, I don't think that will bode extremely well. I think to the first rate hike, the market would absorb it, slow down a little bit. The second rate hike is going to change buyers' parameters in terms of what they can afford. So that may throw people off, and then that might just really slow the market down. So if we stay solid interest rates and we have decent inventory, I think my 5 to 7.5% gain this year probably will hold true, and then I think it might tighten up even more after that, just now that we've healed. Like I said, I just like to see a base built into this market, some stability before moving forward, or moving forward at a slower but more methodical pace. And then across the county, Radams, total days on the market, down 28, down 33.3 in Arapahoe, down 35.4 in Denver, down 37.8 in Douglas, and down 34.9% in Jefferson County. And I just think that's a testament at this point to how solid the market is. But we've also, remember, we're coming off of the tougher times when all those numbers were in the 90s and the low 100s. I remember doing that a few years back, and having the numbers in triple digits for days on the market, which was obviously a whole lot more difficult to sell at that point. I do remember back in the heyday in the 90s, early 2000s, or late 90s, early 2000s, a lot of the average days on the market were right at the 30 to 33 days throughout all counties, and that was obviously, that just was a wild market. This one at 40 to 45, obviously, could we fall back down into the low 40s, mid 30s? It's a possibility. I don't see too dramatic of a change there as far as those numbers go, but and I think 40 days is pretty solid average in terms of getting property sold. But again, we could go down a little bit, depending too on interest rates. We could pop back up another 5 or 10 days on average for a home to get sold. But the one nice thing, and and I'll wrap it up. I know I'm kind of getting long in a tooth here, is just that it's very solid right now, and the market is it's chugging along. And 2013 was a really good year for the Metro Denver area. So, like I had started this video out, if you have any questions, or obviously if you're thinking about buying or selling your home, feel free to give me a call, pick my brain. Happy to relay my 18 years of experience onto you. And if you have any comments, you're more than welcome to post them here in this down on the bottom of the comment section here on YouTube. And again, I just want to say thank you for stopping by, watching my video. And if you have any questions, 303-520-8700 is my mobile, so you can call me or shoot me a text. Thank you.